Hey guys, it's Cambry. We're going to go ahead and get started in 1 minute. Thanks everybody for being on the webinar today. We're going to go ahead and get started probably in the next 30 seconds. Our lines are actually blowing up. We only have about 100 spaces available for this webinar. So once our lines are full, then our webinar is going to be closed. Today, you're going to be able to hear about this amazing product that's just been brought to the States and in other countries. And you're going to hear a solid system that we're going to be going over of how you can make a lot of money. And I'll tell you right now, everybody that is following this system, their paychecks are blowing up. So I'm going to go ahead and actually bring up our speaker. He's been in the industry for about 8 years, been featured in numerous successful magazines. He's one of the top producers and top earners of our company. His name is Mr. Josh Nelson. Josh, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Cambry. Thank you so much for the awesome introduction. I really appreciate that. And I just want to say a few words about Cambry as well. She's been very instrumental in organizing and developing our training system, and she is very much responsible for a lot of the revenue that's been generated through our organization. So again, I just want to thank her for taking the time to introduce me. What we want to do, guys, is first of all, I want to welcome you to the presentation. We're very, very excited. Obviously, somebody that cares about you invited you onto this presentation, and I'll tell you guys that we have a huge opportunity to change people's lives with the Syntek Global Opportunity. And before I even get into any of this stuff, I just want you guys to really understand the power of what we've got. We have a product that will save people money on fuel, and I'm sure each and every one of you guys would agree that everybody we know pumps gas. And if we could put a product in their hand that will save them money every time they do what they're already doing anyways, I'm sure you guys would agree that that's an absolute no-brainer. So what I'm going to do is just take about 5 minutes. We're going to run a product overview video to show you everything you need to know about this XFT product. So we're going to go ahead and run the video now, and I'll be right back.
Extreme fuel treatment is a small dosage fuel treatment with big effects on gas and diesel engines. So what does this product do for you? It dramatically increases the life of your engine. It improves your fuel economy, decreases your emissions, and it increases horsepower. So you may be asking, if XFT does all that, why haven't I heard about it before? And why doesn't everyone use it? It must be one of those things that's just too good to be true, right? Actually, that's not right. Let me explain. XFT itself is not new. For more than 20 years, large industrial companies all over the world have been using it to save huge amounts of money. But what is new is the fact that now, from Syntek Global, it's available to everyone. Before now, it was only sold in large 55-gallon barrels, which is just not practical for most people. For the first time ever, it's now packaged in small, easy-to-manage bottles and packets, perfect for personal use, as you simply open and squeeze it into your tank. You've probably heard about other fuel additives, but this one is unique and in a class all of its own. Here's why. XFT is not just a single additive, it's a comprehensive fuel treatment. It's time-tested with mounds of data to prove its effectiveness, and it's also very cost-effective. As a matter of fact, XFT can save you money just by using it. How? XFT has several components that all work together to bring you amazing benefits. Let's break them down quickly. Probably the most important component in XFT is called a burn rate modifier. This works to lower the ignition point of the fuel by several hundred degrees, allowing the fuel to start burning sooner and providing a more complete burn of the available BTUs of the fuel. Let me illustrate how this works. Think for a minute about baking a cake. If you put a cake in the oven at a very high temperature, what happens? The cake burns on the outside, but it's all gooey and mushy in the middle, right? Well, the same thing is happening with our fuel. It burns at such a high temperature that we burn off some of the fuel, but leave a good portion of it to come out our engines as emissions and clog up our engines with whatever is left over. By lowering the temperature, you actually start using most of the fuel instead of losing it. This gives you better fuel economy, and it reduces the emissions that used to come out dramatically. It also doesn't leave any gooey middle to clog up your engine, because it's all being burned and used. In addition to this, XFT contains a lubricating agent, which provides lubrication for pistons, fuel pumps, and injectors, reducing friction, which can be your vehicle's worst enemy. There's also a fuel stabilizer. Once fuel is made, just like any oil-based product, it has a tendency to begin separating. As it separates, it loses some of its efficiencies. XFT stabilizes the fuel, keeping this breakdown from happening for much longer periods of time, giving your stored fuel a significantly longer shelf life. This is especially important for boats, snowmobiles, yard tools, or any other seldom used engine. Now, anytime you put liquids and metals together, add oxidation, heat, and condensation, you're bound to get rust and corrosion. This is exactly what happens in your fuel tank. However, XFT contains rust and corrosion inhibitors to minimize corrosion in fuel tanks and delivery systems. Just look at the difference between these engine valves with treated fuel and without. As you may know, modern high-tech engines function very precisely, and there is little to no room for even a tiny particle of dust or dirt without impacting performance. XFT contains detergents that keep your engine clean and remove harmful deposits from fuel pumps and injectors, keeping your engine at peak performance. Even though your gas tank is sealed, between condensation as well as the oxidation process, you can't avoid getting water in your fuel. Water can be very harmful and costly to an engine, and it can also be a major contributor to fuel injector failure. XFT contains a demulsifier, which helps remove water from fuel. As you can see, XFT packs a powerful punch. In order to get these same benefits with store-bought gas additives, you would need to buy gallons worth of products, spending almost $60. But with Xtreme fuel treatment, you only need 1/4 ounce for up to 20 gallons of fuel, and you'll only spend between $3 and $4. XFT is patented and registered with the EPA, and just to give you one more reason to try XFT, it's risk-free. That's right, Syntek Global is so confident that their product truly delivers results that they offer a money-back guarantee. We invite you to try Xtreme fuel treatment for yourself and see how your vehicle's performance improves and how much cleaner it runs. We think you'll be surprised by how much farther you can drive on one tank of gas. Simply click on the Buy Now button and try some today. You can also get additional information by leaving your name and email address in the request information box, and we'll be happy to send you additional details. Thank you for taking your valuable time to discover Xtreme fuel treatment. We'll see you on the road.
Okay, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video, and now you guys can see why we're so excited. I mean, this really is a no-brainer. This product is phenomenal. It works. We've got history. It's not new. One of the things that attracted me the most to Syntek is, it's not a new vitamin or juice or pill or, all the stuff that's out there that has not been proven yet. We've actually got a time-tested product that's been around for over 18 years. We've got companies that have been using it for 10 plus years, and all the research and development has been done. So we're so excited that we've got such a solid product, especially with the time we are in the economy today. I mean, who would not want to save money on an expense that we all incur on a daily basis? So what I want to do now is I want to explain to you guys the opportunity on how you can get involved with this company and actually generate some major income. We're going to go into the compensation plan. Now, first of all, there's 9 different ways that Syntek pays us. And you can see all 9 ways here on the screen. I'm going to kind of run through some of these individually. And actually, before I get into that, I want to kind of talk to you guys a little bit about the opportunity itself, and I want to make sure you guys are prepared. Being at the right place at the right time is so important in business, and I'm sure that you guys have heard that saying before. But what I want to do is just share with you guys a couple things that changed my life. I actually had an opportunity to read a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad when I first got introduced to the network marketing industry about 8 years ago. And one of the quotes that I like is this gentleman said, the average person goes to work and the wealthy builds networks. And I just want to share that with you guys because I was always looking for a way to become wealthy. I was always looking for a way to have more freedom and more time for my family. And my job just wasn't cutting it. It felt literally like it was get up, go to work, and pay bills all the time. And it was living paycheck to paycheck. And when I read this book by a gentleman who's already successful, I mean, he says the average person goes to work. The average person works a job. And the wealthy build networks. So this kind of made me wake up to the fact that I needed to build a network if that was the kind of lifestyle that I wanted. Now, Donald Trump actually wrote a book with Robert Kiyosaki called Why We Want You to Be Rich. And I'm going to quote Donald Trump. And before I do that, I want you guys to ask yourselves, if Donald Trump walked into your home right now, as successful as he is, and your goal was to become successful, if Donald Trump would show you the way he became successful, would you follow him? Well, chances are you would, because there's credibility there. And we like to follow people that, have been to where we want to go. Well, Donald Trump said in this book, if there's a rich person inside you ready to come out, start looking for a network marketing business with a great training program that emphasizes personal growth. The reason why I wanted to share this with you guys before we actually get into this presentation is I want you guys to mentally be prepared to accept the information you're going to hear today. And the reason why I share this with you guys is, everybody's looking for a better quality of life. And the one thing we need to realize is that if we follow successful people and we duplicate the successful habits that they've created to get them to where they're at, that we are no different than them. And that's something I realized 8 years ago. And when I made the decision that I was no different than a Donald Trump or a Robert Kiyosaki, and that if I just implemented the same habits in my life that they have in their life, that I would get the same result, and that is what has happened. So let's get into how we get paid. There's 9 different ways we get paid. The first way is on what's called personal volume. The company pays us 25% for every single referral that we generate to the company. Now notice I didn't say sale. We are not salespeople. Look, every one of you guys that are listening to this call right now already are involved in our industry, and I'll prove it to you. Have you ever eaten at a good restaurant and told someone about it? Have you ever seen a good movie and shared that with somebody? And because of your referral and your excitement about that restaurant or that movie, that person got compelled to go and either eat at that restaurant or go and see that movie. Now, let me ask you a question. How many times in your life have you done that? And how many times have you actually got paid for doing that? When's the last time the movie theater called you and cut you a check for referring someone to see a movie? It just doesn't happen. So the beauty about the opportunity we have with Syntek is we just continue to do the same thing we've always done before, except now we get paid to do it. So by you going out and telling your friends and family and people that you know about XFT and how it can save them money on fuel, just like it's doing for you, the company is going to reward you 25% commission on all your personal volume. So let me give an example. Let's say you had 20 customers. And let's just assume they were all spending $30 a month in product. Well, 25% commission would generate you $150. Now, let me explain why I got excited about this $150. Because some of you now may be looking at this saying, you know what? I hope the person that invited me on this call did not invite me on here to find out a way to make $150. I'll tell you guys, when I looked at this industry 8 years ago, I was making about $10,000 a month working at my corporate job. And, $150 would not have motivated me. But let me explain to you guys that this $150 is paid in a residual income format, which means when you work at your job, you punch a clock, money starts, and then you punch out and money stops. And the problem with that is you're working on what's called linear income, which means you're only getting paid while you're working. As soon as you stop working, your money stops coming in. Well, the beauty about the way that Syntek pays us is we earn what's called residual income, which means you do the work once, but you continually get paid on that for the life of that customer. Meaning, when grandma orders product again next month because she wants to continue getting all the benefits of the product, you are going to get paid again. And then when grandma orders a year from now and 2 years from now and 3 years from now, every time she orders, which is on a monthly basis, you're getting a reoccurring commission. Now imagine how many customers you could acquire and get paid this way. Imagine all your friends and family, people you've gone to school with, businesses that you go to, your dry cleaners. Everybody uses gas. The opportunity is literally endless. So think about this. That $150 is not actually $150. It's actually over $1,500, almost $2,000 in income paid out to you over the next 12 months based on a one-time referral. Now, that's a powerful way to get paid. Now, what if you went out and got 40 customers? And assuming, again, that every person is spending $30 a month on products so they can continue getting all the benefits of XFT, that just generated you $300 a month. That's over almost $3,500 a year in income. Now think about this, ladies and gentlemen. What if all you did was go out and tell 40 people about this and you had an extra $2,000 a year coming in? That's unbelievable, and it's a phenomenal way to get paid. Now let's go into the second way we get paid. The second way we get paid is called team commissions. We actually build 2 teams. You're going to have a left team and a right team. And as you can see in this example shows that you signed up 3 people. So you can see the bubbles that are numbered 1, 2, and 3. Well, something very unique happens. The person that brought you in the business is going to help you build an organization. So as you come in the business, people above you are going to start placing people down below you because they're also building 2 teams just like you are. So you can see in this example that you signed up number 1. Let's just say number 1 was John. Well, John is generating $250 a month in personal volume. But now John went up and signed up Shelly. Now Shelly is the green bubble. Now here's what's beauty. The beauty of this is is that you just got a distributor on your team that John signed up. So you didn't directly sign up Shelly, but you're going to earn income on that 150 PV and that personal volume that she's generating. Now you signed up your second person, and that person went out and signed up too. And then you can see on the right team that you signed up your third person, and then they went out and signed up some people. And that process continues to happen over and over and over. And eventually you could have hundreds, if not thousands, if not tens of thousands of people in your organization. Now, the way that Syntek pays us in this particular way is we earn 10% commission on our lesser leg volume. So in this example, your left team has 1,100 in volume. Your right team has 1,000 in volume. So the company is going to pay you $100, which is 10% of that 1,000. Now, here's what happens. This is very awesome. Every single month, the distributors that you have are going to go share the opportunity with more people. They're going to continue referring people to the opportunity. So every month, your organization is going to get bigger. So let's just say, for example, month 2, your team was generating $5,000 a month on your lesser leg. Well, now your income just went from 100 to 500. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the beauty about the way we get paid here is you're actually leveraging wealth principle number 2. You're actually getting leveraged income. You're getting paid off the efforts and hours of other people, just like your boss does at a job. A manager makes more money because they're earning income off the efforts of others. And that is the way that we have incorporated this into the compensation plan here. Now, what if 6 months or a year from now, your team kept growing and distributors were joining and they were sharing the opportunity with other people? Those people were getting started and sharing the opportunity with people that they know. And all of a sudden you had 50,000 in volume on your lesser leg. Your income just went from 500 to 5,000. Now that is a beautiful thing. And again, this is only the second way we get paid. Now the third way we get paid is through what's called your enrollment tree check matching program. The company will pay up to 20% of your team's commissions, meaning when let's say for example, you sponsored me and my goal was to make $10,000 a month and you helped me achieve that goal. Well, the company is going to reward you up to 20% of my commissions, matching my commission. So if I generate a check for $10,000, you could generate a check for $2,000. So let's put this into perspective. If you look over to the left, you can see you. Now let's say in your whole career with our company, all you ever did was share the opportunity with 3 people that decided to become a distributor. And now you can see that you've got 3 people underneath you in your enrollment tree. Now let's just assume those 3 people went out and did the same exact thing. So now those 3 people each went and built their own team of 3. Well, now you can see in that example over to the left, you got 3 and those 3 each got 3, which turned into 9 more people. So now you've got a total of 12 people on your team. Well, as these 12 people go out and generate customers, volume, and commissions, you are matching up to 20% of their earnings. So this becomes very, very lucrative. So if those 9 people went out and each got 3, now you've got 27 more people. And then it grows into 81, 243, 729, and you can see eventually thousands are possible. Well, let's put this into perspective, and I want you guys to really think about this. Let's say you never even got 3 people. Let's say you went out and told 1, and that one person was more motivated than you, and they went out and told 5 of their friends. So now you've got a total of 6 people on your team, but you only told 1. Well, let's say that we went out and we focused our efforts on helping those 6 people generate a $500 a week check. And the reason why I say a week is because we get paid 5 times a month. We get paid every Friday and we get paid on the 5th. So we talk about weekly income here, which is a beautiful thing. So here's the deal. Let's say these 6 people went out. We got them to the point where they were earning $500 a week apiece. Well, I'm going to use 15% just to be conservative. That would generate you $450 on top of the other 2 ways I've already showed you we get paid. Now, here's the beauty of this. Those 6 people generated customers that you may or may not know and may or may not ever meet. Now, that's a beautiful thing because every time those customers purchase, you're generating a commission also. Now, that is awesome. Now, what if those 6 people each went and told 1 more person? So now you've got 12 people on your team. Now, remember, you only told 1. That 1 told 5 other, and now those 6 each went and told 1 more. So really, you still only have told 1 person. So that's 12 distributors on your team now. Now, let's say those 12 people went out, and their goal was $1,000 a week. and we help them accomplish that goal. Well, at 15%, that generates you an $1,800 a week check based on you helping other people make money. Now, the reason why I like this way we get paid, not only because it's the most lucrative way we get paid, but I love the fact that we only make money to help other people make money. We're not looking to work with everybody. We're looking for people that want to go out and build a business, because the more money you make and the more money your distributors make, the more money you make overall. Now, let's think more long term. Let's say it took you 2 years. And again, you told 1, they told 5, so you have 6. And then we taught those 6 people how to each go get 1 more, so now you've got 12. Well, what if we taught those 12 people over the next 24 months how to each go out and get 10 more distributors? So let's say 2 years from now, you ended up with 120 people on your team, which, by the way, we've been with this company for about 1 year and 3 months, and we've got pretty close to over 3,000 people in our organization. Now, let's say that it didn't work out like that for you. Let's say 2 years from now, you only had 120. And all we did was focus our efforts on helping each of those people make $1,000 a week. At 15%, that's $18,000 a month coming in. A week coming in, just based on you sharing the opportunity with some people and teaching them to do the same thing. And over time, look, I'm telling you guys, this is a phenomenal retirement program. This is better than a 401k. This is better than any of the investments that I've seen out there, because you're in control of it and you can make it what you want. And the more people you help, the more money that you make. Now, let's go into the next way. We've also got leadership bonus pools. The companies actually reserve 3% of their revenue to share with all of the distributors, and I love this. They actually have a 2% revenue pool that is shared with all Syntek distributors. So let's say, for example, you got started today. Well, you have an opportunity to qualify this month to earn a small percentage of every dime that the company generated worldwide. Now, that's a very, very powerful opportunity. We've also got a 1% bonus pool. When you hit Blue Diamond, which is one of the highest positions in our company, which we will walk you through training on how to actually get to these levels. But when you hit the Blue Diamond position, they have a 1% revenue share pool that gets shared amongst those Blue Diamonds. So it's very awesome that this company is really rewarding the people that are building it. So just imagine the company went out and closed an $8 million deal, let's say with a trucking company. Well, being a distributor in this organization, to be able to know that you can qualify that month to earn a percentage of that deal, even though it may not have been in your organization, that's a pretty motivating thing for me, you guys. So that's awesome that the company put this on the table. Now, we've also got bonuses. The company put in place what's called a Fast Start bonus program. You can actually earn up to $300 for each personally sponsored business partner that you enroll. So let's just say, for example, you went out and you enrolled 10 people that you know. I mean, think about this. Who would not want to get in this opportunity? I mean, all we're doing is what we've always done anyways. And, you know, if we give you a free sample of this product and you get, let's just say, an extra 100 miles on a fill-up, you're going to go tell people about this product anyways. So why would someone not want to become a distributor? Now, the beauty about this is they pay us a lot of money to go out and share the business. So let's say you went out and you shared it with 20 people and 10 of them said, you know what, I want to get involved. Did you know that you can earn up to $300 for each of those 10 people when they sign up? And the amount is just based on which kit they come in, which we're going to talk about in a minute. That could be $3,000 in income up front on top of all the other ways we get paid just by sharing the opportunity with people. And I'll tell you guys, with where the economy is right now, everybody's looking for a way to make more money. This is an easy conversation to have, because we're not selling vitamins, pills, juices, lotions, potions, bulletproof pantyhose, all that stuff that's out there. We've actually got a tangible product that puts money back in a consumer's pocket versus taking money out of their pocket. And hopefully you guys are getting as excited as I am just thinking about it. I couldn't sleep for about a month once I saw this program because it made so much sense to me. Now, we've also got what's called an infinity bonus program. And we will teach you guys how to qualify for this program, but you can actually earn up to $200 when your personal enrolled distributors start sponsoring. So for example, let's say that you sponsored me. You could earn up to $300 just for me enrolling. But now I go out and I start signing up people. So let's say I went out and I signed up 2 people. Well, you can actually earn up to $200 for each of the people that I signed up based on what kit they purchased, even though you didn't sponsor them. So imagine you signed me up today, you made $300. I signed up 2 people tomorrow while you were at work working. You didn't even know I was doing a presentation. I sign up 2 people, and that following Friday, you got a check for $400 based on work you didn't even do, nor did you know was even happening. That is a powerful way to get paid. And that excites me big time. And I'll tell you guys, 8 years ago, when I saw the network marketing industry and the fact that we could get paid this way, I mean, I knew that my DNA was made to do this business. Now, there's other ways we get paid as well, but what I want to do now is I want to kind of go into getting started. I want to share with you guys, there's 2 different ways you can get involved in our company. We've got 2 different what we call starter kits. Now, each starter kit is going to come with a website, it's going to come with samples, and it's going to come with flyers and marketing materials. Now, we have an $89 kit, which comes with 8 samples, a bottle of Eco Mist, which is our waterless car wash product, and flyers, marketing materials, and a free standard website. Now, here's the thing, guys. I'm going to talk more about our $298 kit because there's so much more value on it. Look, if money is an issue getting started, that is why we put the $89 kit in place. We want this to be excuseless, and we want everybody to be able to get involved in this opportunity. Even if you're in a position that I was when I first took a look at network marketing, I didn't have an extra $300 or $400 to start my own business. So, this $89 package would have been a lifesaver for me back then. Now, this $298 kit comes with 30 samples, a 4-ounce bottle of XFT, a bottle of Eco Mist, flyers, marketing materials, and a free website. But here's the key. When you come in on this Pro Starter Kit, they increase your bonus potential by 50%, meaning, let's say, for example, that you would normally earn $50 for somebody getting started. Well, now you actually would double that and make $100 just by coming in at a higher package. So if you come in at $298, you can actually make back your investment a lot quicker. But if money's an issue, just get started with $89. The beauty about this is, ladies and gentlemen, is if you come in for $89 and you want to upgrade later to the $298 where you can actually make more money in the compensation plan, you can do that. And that's the beautiful thing about what Syntek has put together. Now, let's go into incentives. The company actually has some really phenomenal incentives. As you start moving through the ranks in the company, they've got a car program. Well, they'll actually put you in a leased vehicle. They've got a watch. When you hit Blue Diamond, they give you an awesome Syntek custom diamond watch. And you can see in the slides, Mr. Kai Howe out of California and myself when we got awarded our watches at the launch convention. And then you can also see Cambria and I in where were we? I think we were in Puerto Vallarta. And I'll tell you guys, the company pays for these trips. You can actually earn these trips through the company, and they have so much recognition. I mean, it's so amazing what this company has put on the table, and they really truly reward the people that are taking it seriously. Now let's talk about fulfilling your dreams. Now that you guys have seen the opportunity, it's decision time. What you've got to ask yourself is, are you happy where you're at right now? Do you like your job? Can you see yourself doing that for the next 30 or 40 years? What type of retirement do you have? What type of, is your 401k working for you? These are all questions you want to ask. Are you living the lifestyle you want? Are you traveling as often as you would like? Do your kids go to the school they want to go to? Do you live in the type of neighborhood you'd want to live in? Are you driving the car you want to drive? I mean, do you just have the freedom that you want? Are you involved with your church as much as you would want to be? I mean, these are things that I thought about 8 years ago when I got started, because that was really the determining factor for me on if this is something I could get excited about, is did I believe this could actually be a vehicle that could take me to where I wanted to get to? Now, here's the beauty about getting started with our organization. Our organization is called Creating Future Millionaires, and that's exactly what we believe our purpose in life is we want to create wealth. Now, if you don't want to be a millionaire, that's fine. We'll help you create financial freedom, whatever that means to you. Business ownership, training, and support is the key to what makes this whole thing drive. We have actually put together marketing materials, weekly calls, weekly events, leadership training, personal website, mentorship, and more. We have a team support website that's called mycfmsystem.com. You can see the website there below. You want to get on that website. There are some training documents and some great things to help you build your business on that site. And we also have what's called the Go XFT site. You're going to get a website through Syntek for free, but we have a site you can actually upgrade to that has so many training videos, and I mean it's unbelievable. Which we will get, we'll share that with you guys once you get started. Now, last thing I want to talk about is system. System stands for save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. If you follow the proven system of success, you're no different than any of us, and I want to make that quite clear. Sometimes people listen to me do a presentation. They say, "Man, you really know this business. I don't know if I can ever get to that point." Well, let me just share with you guys. I may not know as much as you think. I just know the system. I just plugged into the system, and I learned the steps of that system. I implemented that system in my life, and I became a product of that system. Now, the second step I took was I became a product of the system, and then I just started teaching what I did to other people. And that's all this business is, ladies and gentlemen. If you believe that, we've already done this business, understand that. The Chris Baileys, the Kai Howes, the Keith Gonzalez's, all the leaders that we have in this organization have already become successful through the training system that we provide to you. So if you believe that you put your pants on one leg at a time just like we do, you can plug into this system starting today. And I promise you, you could have a paycheck coming in by next week. And I'll tell you guys, it could be a $100 paycheck. It could be a $500. We have a gentleman in Canada that just generated over $3,000 his first week. I mean, the beauty about this business is it's up to you how fast you want to go. The system is in place, and it's up to you how you want to build it. And again, I'm going to end on this. This business is designed to be part-time. So I don't want you guys to get overwhelmed. I don't want you to think you've got to put a whole bunch of time into this. I'm talking to the average person that's got kids and a job. This is your retirement program. We have designed this in such a way that you can do it part-time. You can inject it into your lifestyle where it's not going to take away from anything that you're already currently doing, but it's going to give you a quality of life that most people will never experience. So I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to get on this call. You guys can see there's our website. Join the CFM network group through that site. We've also got weekly calls. There's the number. And you want to get to your Go XFT site as soon as possible once you become a distributor. And you want to access the tab called the system. And you want to start going through those training videos as soon as possible so we can help you get your first paycheck. So again, thank you guys for taking the time to get on this webinar. Get back to the person that invited you on this presentation and just simply share this with them. And I'm going to ask you the closing question. Do you see an opportunity for yourself? All right, everybody. Once again, I just want to thank you for taking the time to hop on this presentation. And what I want you to do is just go ahead and minimize this window. You can now go to the website that was in the email that the distributor that invited you on this call. That way you can go to their email, click join, and start filling out the application. And while you guys are doing that and this is minimized, I want you to hear from a couple individuals. We've got Mr. Chris Bailey on the line right now out of Baltimore, Maryland. And I just want Chris real quick to share what the XFT product means to him and what it's been like working with Cambry and I and following the system. So, Mr. Bailey, are you on the line?
Absolutely, Josh.
Awesome. The floor is yours.
All right. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, the product is absolutely incredible. Just using the extreme fuel treatment in my household, I like to use my wife's testimonial. She went from filling up twice a week to now once a week, and it costs about $55 to fill up her car. So that's saving about $220 a month by herself. And the other great thing is both of our cars require premium fuel, and we're able to put in low grade. So we're saving another $7 to $8 every time we do fill up. So by herself, she's saving about $270, and then whatever my savings is. But let's just know that we'd like to put that money towards other things like bills or going out to eat or, going traveling, so we're not wasting money at the time. And then the other thing I love is being a business partner and being in business with us and Cambry. They have a lot of experience in this industry, and I tell you, I have a lot, but I'm learning so much from them. And we have a simple paint-by-number system that as long as you follow the system, you're going to have tremendous success in this business. And I'll tell you, we have a lot of things that help simplify the business for us, like the MyCFM website, and that comes from tons of experience. So as long as you follow the system and you're coachable, you're going to achieve success at this business. And I tell you what, I love it. We're growing a huge team by just following
Awesome, Chris. Thanks for being with us on the call tonight.
My pleasure.
All right, everybody. Now I actually have got Mr. Kai Howe on the line as well. He's out of California. He's one of our top producers within our organization, so I want you guys to hear a quick testimonial from him. Mr. Howe, are you on the line?
Yes, I'm right here, Mr. Nelson. I'll tell you this. About a year ago, I had a chance to use the product XFT, and it totally blew my mind. I have two cars. I have for the people out there that have old muscle cars, I have the 73 Mustang that has a 5.8-liter engine in it. And I'll tell you, it went from 8.5 miles to a gallon to almost 11 miles to a gallon. And it totally blew my mind. The car went from not worth driving to actually me able to go out there and cruise around in it. And then I also have a 99 Accord that I put in. I'm telling you, I almost got over 100 extra miles per tank just by using the product. And that's what got me to follow this business with Josh and Cambry's system. I'll tell you, within the last year, I have a team of over 800 representatives all over the United States, teaming from Hawaii all the way to the East Coast. So I recommend that everybody on here just follow the simple system. It'll take you to where you want to be. Thank you, Josh.
Awesome. Thanks, Kai, for being on the call with us tonight. I really appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next person that I want you to hear from is Mr. Bruce Colbert. He is out of Dallas, Texas, and he's got a phenomenal testimonial about the XFT product. So, Mr. Colbert, are you on the line?
I am.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's all yours.
It's really a privilege to be here tonight, Josh. And first of all, folks, I do want to thank Josh and Cambry for giving me this opportunity to tell about this incredible product. They are the ones that brought me into this business. And I want to tell you, we have such a tremendous training system through my CFM system that Josh and Cambry have developed. And as in coming into this business, you need to be a part of that because you have all the virtual training that you need in order to do your business literally worldwide now. I have a group here in the Texas area. I have some in other states, and I also have a group in the UK. And it's because of this tremendous product that we had this opportunity. This product has turned my vehicles literally upside down. I have a 97 Mercedes and is running at peak proficiency. Had it into the Mercedes shop. Didn't tell them that I had dropped from premium down to regular, and they told me that it was running at peak performance. And I didn't tell them about the product. I just kind of snickered and walked out the door. My 2008 Ford pickup has just run like a charm. So, folks, this is a tremendous product, and we also have a tremendous upline and a tremendous training program that you need to be a part of. We will help you build this business from the ground up as quickly as you want to build it, and you need to be a part of it. You need to let us help you do that, and we are there to support you and help you all the way. Josh, thank you for giving me the time to speak.
Awesome. Thanks for being on the call tonight, Bruce. Really appreciate it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to hear from one more individual. This gentleman is our top leader in the whole country of Canada. He's out of Calgary. His name is Jarrett Keeler, and I just want you guys to take a quick minute just to hear his testimonial about how the XFT products worked for him and his wife, as well as he's got a very powerful story for what happened in his organization his first week just by following our training system. So, Jared, are you on the line?
Hi, Josh. This is Jared. Thanks for inviting me on the call. The Go XFT Xtreme Fuel Treatment, what really made me, really perked me up was being able to put it in, like I drive an Audi car and I have to put premium in. With me going to putting the Xtreme Fuel Treatment in, I ended up not having to pay $10 a tank for premium gas. It saved me 10. Plus, I'm getting about an extra 100 to 120 kilometers per tank, which is just huge in me. So I figured save myself about $18 a tank full. My wife's got a 2002 Envoy. Ended up started putting in. It was running really rough, and we were thinking we were going to have to spend a whole bunch of money into this vehicle and tune-ups and everything, and then maybe new injectors and everything into her car. And we ended up putting it up in 6 to 7 tanks. The car is back to running like it was new. We were getting an extra 80 kilometers per tank, and every time we filled up, it's like my wife tells me there's a few more extra kilometers we're getting, and it just gets better. It's got 160,000 K on it, and it just gets better all the time. In the first week of getting into XFT, in Syntek, I ended up getting in 18 people into my organization. I got myself in a minute and, what was it again, a minute and 32 seconds, I earned $1,050, and that month I earned $1,900, which was phenomenal. I've been in 4 other network companies. I've made like $50, $75, maybe $150 in a whole month. And here I am making $2,000, and I'm not looking back at anything else. This is the best thing that's ever hit me, my family, and I just can't wait to see what the next year is going to bring, and 3 years is going to bring. So that's all. Keep it short, and good night, and enjoy yourselves.
Awesome. Thank you, Jarrett, for taking the time to be on the call tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our presentation for this evening. Again, I just want to thank you for being on the call. This is Josh Nelson, and again, it was my pleasure to be on this presentation with you today, and get back with the person that invited you to this presentation. And we look forward to working with you, and we look forward to your success. God bless.